Hey, have you ever tried to make a consistent looking character using AI, whether Midjourney, Photoshop, generative AI, or DALL-E? It's almost impossible. Every time you generate a new version or you ask for multiple views, it's always a little bit different. Either the hair is a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, the lighting is different, the skin's different. There's something that's not consistent about it. Well, check this out. I found Consistent Character GPT, which is a GPT that you can access through chat if you've got the paid program, and it's created by AILemonAcademy.com. These guys do some pretty cool stuff. You can go on and learn all sorts of different things from them via their free classes or their paid classes. But, and this is not sponsored in any way, this is just something cool they created. So check it out. I'm going to share this and we're going to go through it. You're going to see how you can create consistent characters every single time in a multitude of views that you can then bring into Photoshop or any other of your applications and do something fun with it. So let's take a look here. We're going to share the screen. All right, so here we go. First thing is I have to click here to start creating the character. So male or female? Let's go with male. We're not going to tell it, but we're going to try to create a Steve Jobs character. We're not going to call it Steve Jobs. We're going to call it Steve Unemployed. I tried doing a variation of Steve Jobs before, and it said no. It said no dice, buddy. All right, so what are we going to talk about? What's it going to look like? His age, he's 47, wears a black turtleneck sweater, mom jeans, white sneakers, gold rimmed glasses, and has short gray hair, buzz cut. What else? Let's say he's 190 pounds and 6 foot tall. Pretty descriptive. Which style do we want to do? Let's just do photography. Now it's going to try to generate one. I wanted to do Pixar, but that seems wrong somehow. But let's see what it looks like. Does it look like him? Will we have to go back in and maybe say that we want a longer face, a wider face, shorter hair, less hair, all these little details. All right, well, we got a guy with a beard. This is no. So let's see. Can we do no beard, please? What should we vary for Steve's image? For example, would you like to change his expression to have no beard and not smiling? Let's see if we get something new. God damn it. It wants him to look like this. Besides not smiling, standing. Just generate. Work for me, machine. Let's go. All right, but let's take a look at this. We've got, if we hide his face, that's pretty close. He didn't really cuff his pants, though. He wasn't that hip. That's kind of weird. It's also not photography. This is more a rendering. Okay, we made him buff. Sorry. So what do we want to do here? We want to do God, it really wants him to have a beard. So we want to make him standing, full body image, realistic photography, buzz cut hair, style, shaven face. If I say no beard, it just reads beard. So let's try something else. Shaven face, and let's just do that. Let's see what happens here. If I look at this guy and I look at this guy, there's some similarities there. It could be the same guy potentially. Keep the same outfit. Yeah, I didn't ask you to change this, so keep it. Keep same outfit and background. When you're working with somebody, you want them to ask you more questions, but when you know what you want, you don't want them to ask you anything. You just want them to produce. Just work. Basically, I just want a Google image of Steve Jobs popping up here is what I'm looking for. You can see, right? It's this process. You're kind of working through it. You can see the conversation. We can, if we're not trying to be really specific with who we want. Oh, snap. Look at this. Who does this guy look like? What? That looks pretty awesome. All right. So who does this guy look like? He's kind of like a hip, fashionable Steve Unemployed. He's got a turtleneck sweater. He's a little buffer, got Converse and rolled jeans. Now, I don't know if the Converse are left over from previous conversations. I was really specific on a previous one that I tested out that had Converse. So this might be left in the memory bank and just throwing it in there because that's kind of random. But this looks pretty good. So what's the next variation for Steve's image? Let's make Steve holding an iPhone in front of a huge iPad. All right. He's giving a keynote. So let's see what happens here. Next, we're going to change it. We're going to go from, what were our options? photography, Pixar animation, 2D flat illustration. Let's try that. All right, let's see what happens. Pretty consistent, right? We got the same style hairdo. He looks kind of like Tim Apple over here in the back corner. You got sweater, same cuffed pants. He's got different shoes on. Looks like he's got his left shoe on his right foot and his right shoe on his left foot. But he's not as smart as Steve Jobs because he's Steve unemployed. So let's make him in a 2D flat illustration. Let's see what happens here. It's going. And if we want to change it while we wait into anime pastel, let's see what that guy looks like. Oh, look at this. You can quickly shave him in Photoshop. You can throw this guy into Illustrator. Let's make him in anime pastel. See what happens. So again, it's the same guy. Same belt buckle. Look at that belt buckle. Same pants, same cuff. I didn't ask for the cuff, but whatever. Doesn't matter. You can go in and fine tune that. Same sweater. It's still rolled up to the same place. Look at that. Just below the elbow, it's rolled up. Just below the elbow, it's rolled up. Just below the elbow, it's rolled up. So pretty consistent. The jeans are the same, mom jeans. And if we make him in this anime style, he still has a beard. I can't get rid of that beard. These are rolled. He's got his iPhone in front of an iPad, shoes. Weirdly enough, he's got the wrong shoe on the wrong foot, but pretty consistent. So sometimes you have to trick ChatGPT and all these AIs with your grandmother or your mother, or that you're sick and dying. But let's try this. Let's see if this chat has a heart. Can we shave the Steve? That's the question. Here we go. It's coming. But for anybody else that's trying to create anything else, no. It's pretty clean shaven down here. You just can't see it. But again, pretty consistent. This thing works pretty well. And if we want to try something else, we want to try something from scratch, we can go up to the top. You click on here, start a new chat. Let's make this a click here. We'll do this really quick. All right, so what we're going to do. Female. We're going to do female. Boom. And what's her name? Mary Jane. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to do 8 foot tall, very tan, long, curly hair, just to be really, really specific, right? So we're going to do tuxedo top with sequin shorts. We'll make her 47 years old, super happy, hippie. And this is just what's popping in my head, right? So pretty random. What's the other theme? Let's do Pixar animation. Let's see what we got. All right, so pretty random. Somebody that's really tall, tan, long curly hair, right? Because the previous one was the complete opposite of this. So, and then being specific with the clothing, age, some emotion in there. And as you keep generating, you still keep getting the same features. You can start fine tuning those. So this is pretty cool. See? And it really loves a beard. It really loves a beard. Maybe that's the one thing I would say, right? Make her very feminine and jumping. I don't know. Let's see. That's the one downside is the beard. It loves a beard. I didn't say anything about a beard. Curly hair, tuxedo top, sequin shorts. There we go. Right? Curly hair, tall, holding peace sign, tuxedo top, sequin bottoms. This is what we asked for. Here we go. 47, super happy. The amazing part is that you're getting a lot of great copy here. Like, the copy's not great. You're getting a lot of text, right? Super happy. That looks like it says something terrible. 47, super, sequins. You're getting actual words spelled out properly, which is not something that you're able to do in Midjourney. Here we go. Right? No beard. Peace sign. Box of cereal. It actually look like Lucky Charms in there. But it's not like what I wanted to see. I wanted to see the actual box design. So last one here. We'll try it one more time. Yeah, let's see. Luck Charms. Let's see what we got with Luck Charms. But from this one to this one, pretty consistent. Let's see what we got here. High detail. Oh, look at this. Boom. Now you got packaging design built in. This could be your product. A lot of information. You've got this little design that we see on cereal every day. This little checkbox. You've got all the information. I mean, this is pretty amazing. How can you create consistent characters with packaging, whatever you want and whatever style you want? This is a good start. You can kind of back out and figure out what the things are that you're doing, that it's requesting. Let's do this as a photograph. But just real quick, what's it asking for? What's it asking you? It's asking you, is it male or female? What's the name? Describe it. Age, country, hair, outfit, style. Being really specific. Then the theme, the style that you want this in, right? We wanted her as a photograph. This is sort of photography-ish, kind of not, kind of weird. Right? So if it was taken with an iPhone, let's see if it looks a little more realistic. It's asking you about like the theme, the style. Do you want like Pixar? Do you want a photograph, 2D? Anything that you want. It's you're not limited to those. It's do you want it as a sketch? Do you want it as a 3D rendering? Do you want it as a wireframe? These are things that you can ask for. Let's see what happens. Make her into a sketch. Oh man, I knew it was this guy with the beard. Creepy dude. Right, but if we're going to make her into a sketch, let's see what happens. Besides the style, then it's going to ask you, what do you want to vary in there? Do you want what kind of expression, what kind of action, what kind of pose? What's the first variation that you'd like to see in the character? So look at this. Right, you're getting a different style. Similar character, same style hair, same outfit, right? That outfit and this outfit and this outfit and this outfit they all have some similarities. So pretty cool. I think it's something you should definitely check out. Do yourself a favor and just search Consistent Character GPT, or you can click on the link in show notes and go test it yourself. I mean, this thing's pretty cool. This was really fast, nothing pre-planned. I just wanted to show you what's available, what you can do. It is pretty awesome in terms of like how you're able to ensure consistency is that you're using the same seed phrase, the same seed value for the image generation, and then you just keep adding to it. It helps maintain the character's consistency while allowing for variations in the expression and the action and the pose that you've requested. So get started, check it out, tag me. I'd love to see it. Great job by AI Lemon Academy. Good stuff.